Brussels sprouts, we're going to stir fry them with onions. And you start off, you get them from the store. Take them out of the bag, put them in a colander to wash them. Notice this colander has lots of holes. Brilliant colander. Now they're washed, you can just take this knife or a little one. I often like a little knife for doing this because it's easier. You do that, take off the outer leaves, throw them away. So let's do that. And another one. See? It's rocket science. Taking off those leaves. Cut off the bottom, take off the outside leaves. And I'll come back to that when we're done. Okay, so now I've cut that bottom off. Looks really nice. All the Brussels sprout is nice and green looking. If there's any brown bits, I just slice them off. But what you do now is just cut them in half there and pop them in there. You know, you can cut these things in half. Here we go. Cut them in half. There we are. Etc. So I'm going to do a lot of them. And so you end up with them looking like this. The reason for cutting them in half is if you try and stir fry this whole thing, it's not going to really cook through properly. But when you cut them in half, stir frying really works well. Okay, so I'll be back when they're all done. And there's the whole bowl of halved Brussels sprouts ready to go in the stir fry. Here's the onion for the stir fry. We're going to do garlic too. Garlic, brilliant stuff for you, really healthy. Gee whiz, the ancient Greeks used to eat this stuff before they competed in the Olympics, and the Roman soldiers used to eat this before they're going into battle. So not one clove, but a bunch of cloves. You got a whole, look how much Brussels sprouts there is. You got to have something to balance it. There's a lot of other stuff, so this is what we're going to do. I'll come back when I cut up the onion. Not quite cut up on the onion, but I took the ends off, took the paper off the onion, and then you just, this is going to be a rough chop, so you slice it, no tear, nice sharp knife. I always sharpen the knife before doing onions. So what you've got to do here is you've got it all together, can't get it at your eyes, and you just give it a rough chop there, a rough chop here, and then you put the whole thing in a bowl. Same with the next one. I'll be back. Okay, so the onion's all chopped up and in the bowl, so now you can just run around and break it off with your fingers without getting all this stuff in your eyes. So there you are. Look at that lovely chopped up onion. Okay, so we're ready for the stir fry. Brussels sprouts, the onion, smashed garlic, and a little bit of chopped up celery. So now we're going to do the Brussels sprout stir fry in with extra virgin olive oil, plenty of it. On with the heat. Okay. Throw in the garlic. Spread that around the pan as it's heating up. Lovely. Throw in this celery. So we'll get that going. I'll keep track of the total elapsed time here for you, but let's let that heat up a little bit and then put the onions. Heat it up a little bit and go the onions. Great. I like to do this with two little paddle things because this is really right. So we're going to just let that just sit for a bit and cook. Okay, we're at the 2-minute mark, and while I had the heat high at the start, I've turned it down to medium. And just stir this around, let it cook up a bit more, and then we'll add the Brussels sprouts. Okay, the onion's starting to get a little more translucent, so now in go the the Brussels sprouts. Okay, and you can see there's a lot of heft to this. So what we're going to do is stir fry these around here for about another 5 or 10 minutes, and then we're going to add some chicken broth and get it to steam. So I'll come back at the point where we're just going to do that. Okay, there we are. It's looking good. It's got a bit of brown on it, which is just fine. So we'll keep the heat up, and I'm going to pour in a whole bunch of chicken broth. It's a nice, low sodium, fat-free chicken broth, and so we'll put the temperature up here, and we're going to put the lid on to steam this, so I'll do that in a second. Okay, so we're going to put the lid on and let that steam up, put the heat up a bit, get that heat up, and we'll be back in a bit. Okay, so we are at the 20-minute mark now. I've got the heat still on medium, and if you check these, they're still, I went through with a pair of tongs and just turned them all face down, and so they get the most contact with the pan. This is starting to get soft, so these are 5 minutes off being ready right now, so we'll leave that for a little bit and come back. We're actually at the 25-minute mark here. I'm going to turn the heat off. I just tested them again, cheating a bit, but just do it by putting a fork through them. The fork goes right through that, and it's variable. Sometimes when they're in the store they're a little bit more ripe than other times, but so it takes about 15 to 25 minutes. It's huge variability. I think last time I did it this was like 15 minutes. But so you put this out here and put that into a nice big serving dish, and as you can see, there we are. Look at that. We're going to go in. A terrific stir fry of Brussels sprouts, onions, garlic, and celery with a little bit of chicken broth in at the end.